Hi, in this video I will talk about map data structure. Some examples that will help better understand this data structure are representing countries and their capitals, looking over a stack of books where each book is identified by a name and an author, listening to your favorite playlist where each song has a name and an artist, showing your parents the grades you obtained this semester, or searching for a friend's phone in your phone book. Essentially, anything that can be represented as a key-value pair can be stored as a map. Let's dive into the implementation. First of all, we are going to store each key-value pair as an entry, which will require at least the two getter methods for the key and value. So the whole unit will be saved under a new class with two properties, key and value. The getKey method will return the key, and the getValue will return the value. The setKey will create or update the key, while the setValue will set a new value and return the old one. Finally, we will have a toString method that will concatenate the string values of key and value. The map itself will implement the map interface, which will require methods like get to retrieve the value of an entry by key, put to create or update an entry by key and value, remove to delete an item by key, size to take the number of elements in the map, isEmpty to check if there are any elements in the map, and the Entry Iterator to loop over the map entries. The map data structure will have an entries property that will store all the key value pairs as an array list of entry objects. The private findIndex method will return an index of the key if it exists in the map entries. For example, let's take the index of the key USA. We will have a loop that will run as long as there are any elements in the array. Inside each loop, we will compare the current value with the key argument. If the result is the same, we return the index. If the key is not found, we return -1. The put method will be responsible for adding or updating elements. First of all, we'll look up for the index of the given key using previously showed method. If -1 is returned, we will add a new entry to the internal storage of the class. Let's take these two examples. We want to put the pairs England-London and France-Paris. Because no index is found for the two given examples, we create new entries. If an index is returned, we update the value of entry given the key. The get method will search for the index of the key that is given as an argument. If index is -1, we return nothing, otherwise we access the entry's value and return it. The remove method will take the key and search for the index inside the entries. If the index is -1, we return nothing and stop. In the other case, we store the current value of the found key into a variable. If the found index is not the last one inside the internal array, we will make a switch taking the last element and replacing it into the found index. Then we remove the last element of the entries array and return the stored value that was removed. The size will return the result of the same named method of the entries array list. The isEmpty will compare the previous result with 0. The Entry Iterator will return a new object that helps us iterate through the key value pairs, and the toString method will concatenate all entries into a string object. The map Entry Iterator will implement the iterator that requires two methods, hasNext and next. It will hold two properties, the current iteration index and the map data. hasNext will return the result of the comparison between current index and map size. If it is true, the next method will get the entry from the current index, then it will increment the index and return the entry. If it is false, the next method will raise an exception. In the end, let's test our map data structure. Let's create a new map and add 10 elements to it. Then print the index and the map as a string. Notice the output on the right. Let's get the first value of the map and print it. Finally, let's remove the element with key 4 and put an entry with a pair key 2, new value 2. Print the result and notice the differences. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.